Happy Monday. We just got back from a really, really amazing weekend in Sedona, and I just wanted to dive into the four circles of contribution. And when you begin to understand these four circles and where exactly which one of the circles that you're in at this phase of your life, it'll shape the next 90 days of what you plan to do. So, what are the four circles of contribution? I literally believe that there's so many of my clients, they're focused mainly on the outer circle. And so that is the I want to change the world circle. But what I want you to see is that there's an evolution and that there's a scaling of your business that actually needs to happen so that you can step into the right zone of action so that you can achieve the next evolution in the four circles of contribution. So the innermost circle is you, the ability to take care of yourself, right? And typically this is the zone when you're at roughly 5,000 or less in business, in earnings from your business, right? And really that means that you're really only able to take care of yourself. So you're really only contributing to you, your well-being, your health care, the roof over your head, the food in your fridge, and so on, right? And so that's, you're at that kind of 2,000 to 5,000 mark. Then you're at the center zone of the circles of contribution. From there, the next circle out is where you're able to take care of your family, right? You're able to help your family, you and your family, right? You took care of you first, then you're able to take care of you and your family. And that's usually in the business that will be demarcated by you being at that $5,000 to $10,000 a month mark in your business, right? You can go beyond just providing for yourself and your own well-being, and you can start taking care of your family. And obviously there are families obviously that get along at much less than 5,000, but I really want you, in terms of your coaching business, consulting business, but business in general, when, this second ring means that you're probably at that 5,000 to 10,000 mark and you're able to take care of you and your family. The third ring is usually at when you're at that 15 to 20,000 a month mark, right? And you're not, now you can go beyond just taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. You now can also start taking care of your community. And this is one of those exciting next levels in your business, right? Because you start having enough disposable income that you can start donating to nonprofit organizations that you love and support, and not just being one of those donors who can kind of, scrape out a little extra 25 bucks, but you can actually become like a recurring donor, right? A recurring donor to those nonprofits at a much bigger scale, and you can start seeing your impact start rippling out, right? You start being able to really take care of your community. The fourth circle, and this is that exciting circle, is this circle of I want to change the world. Okay? And this happens when you start hitting the 50K a month mark, right? 50,000 or more a month consistently. And I don't mean just once, like 1 month, oh, I hit 50K and here I am. Like you could hit 50K by doing a launch, right? But I'm talking about where you start having 50K months, 70K months, 80K months, month out, month in, month out, consistently. And what you're able to do there in the fourth circle is you're not just taking care of yourself, you're not just taking care of your family, you're not just taking care of your community, but now you're able to start leveraging your impact around the world. And that fourth circle where everybody wants to get to is like, for me, it's the cherry on top, right? It's if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your family well enough, you have no business trying to change the world, right? So think about where you're at in terms of the four circles of contribution. And if you're at that 5K mark, it's like, we've got to get you to 10K, right? So you're really, really taking care of your own orbit, right? And then from there, we take you to 20K. And now you start really being able to impact, your community, your family, and yourself. And then for those of you that have that bigger vision and know that you want to scale up to 50K months and beyond, right? That's when you start being able to do things and leveraging time, bringing in a team, start evolving into that next level of leadership, start doing some of the more what we call long tail projects that create that longer, bigger term investment and that take that bigger term investment, but are also investing into long-term ways that you're going to scale your reach around the world. So I want you to ask yourself, and feel free to put it in the comments, like, are you in circle number 1, circle number 2, circle number 3, or let me know where you want to get to. Do you want to get to circle number 4, right? And if circle number 4 is your destination, like, I want to talk to you. I want to hear what's coming up for you and where you're at and what's holding you back from getting on that path to being in that circle number 4, right? Most of the people that come into my world, they're usually between circles 1 and 2, right? They're kind of, maybe they've begun to have their first 10K or 20K months, and they're looking to make that evolution up into that 50K range, and they're wondering kind of what to do and how to get there, right? So once you understand which circle of contribution you're in, it's like focus there and expand to the next one, right? And then you can expand to the next one from there. And then finally we can get you cracking at 50, 70, 100K months so that you can really start leveraging your impact around the world, okay? The 4 circles of influence are literally like they're guideposts of what you should be focusing on next in the next 90 days of your business, right? Like if you're at 5K or 8K a month, in my view, you shouldn't be looking to be trying to do the actions of those of us that are at 50K months, right? Because you should be focusing on taking the next stepping stone and going from circle number 1 to circle number 2, from circle number 2 to circle number 3, from circle number 3 to circle number 4. So many people are just so anxious and eager, and frankly, in my view, borderline entitled, thinking they should already be at circle number 4. And I'm like, you haven't even finished, you haven't even completed or graduated from circles 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, obviously, if you're born, independently wealthy, you get to just be in circle 4. Like whenever I meet people that are independently wealthy who aren't functioning in circle number 4, where they're making a huge, massive impact, I challenge them. I'm like, resource in the world. Like if you don't want to do something amazing with your money, give me that money. I will go touch lives all around the world, right? So, it's so that's a different situation. But for many of us who actually have to build our businesses to be able to create the impact in the world that we want to create, understanding which of the 4 circles of contribution that you're in will shape what your next 90 days of actions should be. If you want support around that, or you want to ask me some questions, just shoot me a DM or pop a comment in the questions below, and I'm happy to support and address what's coming up for you in terms of your ascent across circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4. If you're in circle 2 and you want to get to circle 3, we absolutely need to talk, right? And if you're in circle 3 and you want to get to circle 4, we definitely need to talk, right? If you're way under, you're way at the beginning of circle number 1, you're totally struggling, and you're at that super early stage, I'll probably make an introduction to my girlfriend, right? Caitlin's business absolutely services particularly women that are in that early